So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today, but let's see here. Yeah. So a couple things I need to get done is to shape up the Venus, hit her up with the chainsaw, finish her head, give her chainsaw marks, bring the fly outside, hit it with the chainsaw again, finish detailing that, and the sitting figure at the front here has got to go outside. It's got to be hit with the chainsaw again and detailed. And once those three are done and outside together, I will paint them all white. And they're going to be in line with the rest of the white sculptures for wasted paint, which we've started on this white owl here. It's the first wasted paint white owl. And it's just in the process now of getting finished. These will be $500, signed, numbered with a certificate of authenticity, and we're still making up the backstory for the spotted abstract owl. So that's all to come soon. All the owls on that table are going to be white, and then abstract painted process. So building up a small collection of those for when I do have a show. So let me go and fire up the chainsaw. I don't know, I gotta do something. I've got some pieces here that I don't know, I gotta work with the wood here. I got this log from yesterday. I carved a little head out of it. So let's see. It's got the core. It was a reject because of this. It's spun around. The grain is got this weak spot. Okay, so the log I'm about to work with has this flaw in the middle. That's pretty well why it was rejected, and it's just the way that it grew. It grew in this wrap, and it's sort of, you could see that I can even flex it, so that's awesome for me. I'll be able to make a really cool mask with this, and I'm gonna use those flaws to my advantage. So this way here, it minimizes the cracking. Again, it's all about the cracking when you're working with this stuff. And this end is actually not as bad. So you gotta love your still. Real good at making art, that's for sure. That's all you need, is a good little still, because you can trust your still anytime, morning, day, or night. So there's times you want a sharp chain, and there's times you want a dull chain. I like to start, with a sharp chain, get all the end grain cuts done, and taking off big chunks, and then move on to towards the detailing. I like to work with a bit of a dull chain, and this way here you're not cutting off noses and pieces that that should stay on the artwork. But so what I've done on my chain is filed the back of each tooth to shorten the tooth. And a friend of mine, a legendary carver, Josh Dagg, taught me this, and it shortens the tooth. And what he did was this, that's the motion the tooth, that the chainsaw works. And so by shortening the tooth, you shorten that span, and by shaving down these rakers, you get a really good bite by doing that. So I've done that on this chain here. It's coming down to the end. It's getting pretty small. Eventually, at some point, the teeth are going to start breaking off. So by filing the back of the chain, you're shortening the life of the of your teeth on the chain, but you're getting that bite. So a little tip. Okay, so there it is. I just turned that wasted, rotted log into a nice mask. It'll hang like this on the wall, on a nice angle, and this way here, by having that core gone, this will be minimal cracking, and will make a cool addition to my collection. So for those of you who are curious and always want to put a timestamp on things, this probably took I don't know, 2 tanks of gas in the chain in a small still. So maybe an hour at the most. Now it's got to sit there and dry for a little bit. It's got to be sanded, grinded, painted, polished, yada yada. So things have a process, and it's not about the time that it takes to make something.